Hello, print friends. My name is Reynaldo Gil Zambrano, and I have been printmaking for 8 years. In the summer of 2021, we decided to travel and document the growth of contemporary print with the shared stories of artists and curators living in the US, giving you a look inside their studios. Prepare to join us for a journey through the inspirations that made us fall in love with the art of printmaking. From where are we? Montana, on our way to Wyoming.
I grew up here from birth until I went to college at 18. I did swimming and track in high school, and that's what got me to college was athletics, but I always did art classes. I wanted to be an artist. Wasn't sure if it was going to be a fine art field or a design field. And then I met Lloyd Menard, my mentor in undergrad, and he tricked me into being a printmaker. As I explained that, printmaking was so perpetually frustrating that I just couldn't stop, trying to figure it out. And then once I figured it out, I realized that it's always going to be perpetually frustrating, and that's the fun part about it. So we're at Vedauwoo. And Vedauwoo is this geological formation. It's 1.4 billion year old Sherman granite. Every time I would come home from undergrad, grad school, and on into the rest of my life, I always make it a point to get up here, whether it's in the summer or the winter. It's just it's one of my favorite places. It's kind of a harsh environment, and I love seeing the way that life flourishes in sort of unexpected places up here. So when I see trees growing out of cracks and weird places like that, I kind of think of my own sort of upbringing in a harsh environment, being able to thrive. I think there's something about the way that I use color and the mark making that's really, more than anything, is derived from nature. I mean, I grew up in mountains, woods, streams, always looking at things, picking up rocks. I had collections of rocks and bones growing up as a kid. I was always out in the fields behind my house finding things. Any camping trip we took, I was bringing 15, 20 rocks back, and just enjoying the textures and the shapes and the colors, looking at flowers, plants, trees. I mean, looking at the lichens on the rocks and stuff over here. I grew up loving that bright fluorescent green and the way that these colors would sort of texture the rocks.
And the images that you do in those pieces are very organic, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is a combination of animal with human, and it seems very psychedelic too.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah, I mean, psychedelic is definitely a good way to put it. It's got its own set of influences, of course. With these reduction cuts that I've been making, that have a lot of very small cuts that kind of blend color into other color. And it always kind of brings me back to the granite and the lichen that forms on it, and all these different kind of pock marks and textures and stuff. That's super influential. I carved a print right there, my most prolific print. I carved right under that rock. The place itself is meditation. The aspen leaves, the sound that they make when the leaves are shaking, and the whole thing just it is the most sort of re-centering place that I have.
How is Ashley doing?
Great. I am fantastic.
Where are we going now?
Arvada,
Where is that?
Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grapes and cheese and pita and meat, and the guest book leaks pretension on the tile so cold and white like teeth. We're obsessed with another dimension.